Okay, I just wanted to give a quick tour of the website, just in case you forget or you're showing your parents or whatever it is. So you're going to click on your associated class. This will be for AP Physics. So we'll click on Physics. We'll click on the unit that we're currently working on, which I'll go into 1. That is the most developed. I'm working on this throughout the year, so be patient with me. Here are your general instructions. Basically, the magenta is must do, green is should do, cyan is strive to do. That's for the people who want the 5s on the AP exam, and then yellow is for some extra help. Scroll down. After you're reading through all of this, you'll realize that at the end of each lesson, every unit is broken into several lessons. At the end of each lesson, there's an exit ticket, and that exit ticket is my measure of how well you grasped the material. So if you scored an 80% or more, we're good. 80% is telling me that you've learned enough to move on to the next section. If you earned 100%, that's even better. If you got less than 100%, let's say you got 60%, you can go back and do some more work. Maybe you didn't do all of the practice problems. You can do more practice problems. Maybe you want to do some reading. You can go and take notes on reading. Show me that you're putting in some more time to make sure that you understand it, and then I will get you a makeup exit ticket, so that way your grade isn't entirely killed off of one exit ticket. That's not my goal here at all. And then if you have scored 80% or above, then you would move on. If not, again, 60%, you can come back and remake it. If you're below 60%, then I need to see everything, and then we'll have a discussion to make sure that your gaps are filled in, so I can teach the material to you specifically one-on-one. For me to be able to do that and offer that, I need everybody to make sure that you're asking classmates your questions. So if you're unsure how to make a graph in Google, whatever, then docs or sheets, then please ask them, ask another group. If they aren't sufficiently, then absolutely ask me. I'm here to help you, mostly here to help you with physics, though. So if you have a physics question and nobody gets it, then hit me up. Okay, so the very first thing you'll want to do is click on a lesson, and that'll bring you to your pre-quiz. So just to see what you know beforehand. And then you'll start with number 1, and then you'll move right on. So number 1, here's the investigation, here's the data sheet. Any associated files that you need will be right here. And then below that is some brief instructions. Moving on to number 2, guided notes. Guided notes I always have printed out in the classroom for you, or at least I'll print out one copy for you. And then with those guided notes, you'll go to the video link, the playlist. Here we go into Meta World. So now, here's this playlist. The temptation is going to be to watch the first video. Don't just watch the first video and get the vocabulary. You're missing out on a lot of interesting things that will help you along the way. So, for instance, I have animations and tips in here to help you fully understand. And you're going to miss out on that stuff if you're just skipping through equations and things like that aren't going to show up in that first video. So heads up on that. Okay, so after you've done the guided notes, one last thing on the guided notes. If you watch the videos all in their entirety, you'll find that at the end there's test your understanding questions that I walk through solutions to the problems. Okay, so that way you're never having to wonder if you've done it correctly. I do ask at the beginning of test your understanding, try these problems on your own with your group. Make sure you can do it. If not, here's the solutions for you. If you completed this entire problem and you want to see what is the full answer, just so you can do a quick check, you can skip there and just make sure. If you say, wait, how'd you get 9 meters right here? You can come back here and you can look for the exact spot to see what's happening. Okay. Next, there are practice problems. Sometimes there's one set, sometimes there's more than one set. reading. Occasionally we'll be here. Math refresher is just one type of category that if there's a math thing that we're doing, for instance, this first lesson we're getting ready to do, we do equations and we're getting ready to add in some of our graphing skills. So if you're unsure on all of that stuff, then here's your math refresher. And then finally there's your exit ticket. And your exit ticket, just come see me before you take the exit ticket, and I will get you the password to get you all set up for that. Again, once you hit 80% or higher on your exit ticket, then you can move on to 1.2. The time here is a recommended time. So if you have been working on 1.1 for 2 weeks, you're behind. You may want to pick up the pace and do some extra stuff at home. Maybe your group is holding you back. Get a new group! Just let me know so I can adjust the seating chart. We've got lesson 1.3, frames of reference. So there's always an activity for you to do, problems and guided notes. There may be a little bit more, a little bit less, but for the most part, that's your required stuff. That's it.